Thanks, Erica. Look, it was a night where we knew two tired teams, obviously, with a midweek game, about 90 degrees. Our goal was to jump on them early. I thought we actually had a good first 15 minutes, hit the post, hit the bar, had 5 or 6 corner kicks consecutively, didn't get a goal, and then you knew what they would be bringing into the game at around the 60th, 70th minute. And at that point when we didn't have a lead, we knew it was going to be difficult. Still would like to at least get a point out of tonight, so that part hurts. The guys put a ton of effort in on a hot night, ran, worked hard, but it wasn't enough against a strong opponent in Columbus.
John, Matt, Joe, Todd.
Thanks, sir. Jim, Quin Sullivan was put in a pretty good position to succeed tonight. He doesn't normally get to play as wide as he did tonight, but statistically the passing wasn't great. The chance creation in terms of quantity wasn't really there. How did you assess his game and trying him at that spot?
Yeah, look, the margins are very tight, Jonathan. If Mikel finishes one of the if Ty puts one of those early ones in that hit the bar, he had a couple of half chances at goal, and we're talking differently. But the margins are really thin. I thought he did some good things. He did, turn some balls over, I think, trying to be brave and play forward, which I can live with. We played a little bit, as you guys saw, a little bit flatter with the 4-4-2. I thought it set up Quinn and Leon in a position to be, in an easier spot to defend the way the crew, plays forward and overlaps and does things in wide areas. So though we had some decent performances, but against a good opponent, it has to be a great performance, and that's the fine line. So again, a couple good crosses early. He hit the bar. So I thought some good, but certainly some things that could be better. And obviously, if we don't get 3 points, nobody's happy.
Understanding there's a lot of rotations in midweek games, there are more midweek games to come. If you have everybody you want, even now that you've sold 2 players, if you have everybody you want available on a given night, where do you think his spot is?
Yeah, I think he's a wide midfielder. I think that's where he's most comfortable as an 8, either on the side of the diamond, which is the formation we're usually in. I think he can play like he did tonight. And is there instances where he could come inside and play as a second 10 if we changed and played that way in Jose's absence now, where we maybe don't play as much with the single 6. So that'll be to be determined. We have obviously a tough 8 games left. The guys will keep fighting. It hurts tonight. This could have built some momentum, just getting a point or 3. But we have to kind of pick ourselves up quick and go again against Red Bull.
To that point, how much of a missed opportunity does this feel like with the guys that were on the bench, and how do you make sure the guys don't get too down about that with the quick turnaround?
Yeah, that's the hard thing, Matt. Look, we put a lot into the game. It's not lack of effort. Again, it's still a team that I said it to them before the game. Don't underestimate. You still look at the wing backs. It's DeJuan Jones and Herrera. Big time players. So there's not much drop off there. They still have Almundson on there. Zawadzki penciled in and played as a center back pretty seamlessly. They're still going to play the exact same way with their group. So that's a credit to them. They don't change, and we still wanted to jump on them early. I thought the first 15 minutes was pretty good, especially the start to the game, but we weren't able to sustain that because if you don't finish your chances against Columbus and they get passing and you get chasing on a hot night, it wears your legs down. The guys pushed till the end, but it wasn't enough. And yeah, I agree. It was an opportunity missed for sure with the way that the game shaked out in terms of them not playing all their key guys at the beginning.
How was things with Harry?
Yeah, that hurts, because now he goes out early. That's one of the depth spots we had, and now it's gone. So I think he had back spasms, and when a back locks up like that, there's no real timetable yet, but it's not good because that's something that can kind of happen again and again. So we'll assess things, get some tests, and see where he's at. But he's a tough kid, so for him to come out, it was pretty serious and pretty painful. So he said his back just locked up on him.
To that point now, you have limited depth already across the back line. How do you kind of piece things together, knowing that Jack and Jacob just played, another 90 in the heat, and have to play on short rest now against Red Bull?
Yeah, we'll see how guys recover. Again, tonight definitely took a lot out of our guys. We put a lot into the game. So did Columbus. A lot of tired bodies on the field at the end of the game. We'll have to assess things, see where guys are at, and then kind of go from there. So, yeah, we'll need guys to step up for sure. We'll have a few changes, but not a ton, just because it's a big game again. So we can't really afford to just rest and rotate a ton.
Frustrated? There's very few guys to choose from right now.
No, I'm fine with it. It's the way things are. We have to find a way to persevere. We lost some good players. I think that's been talked about already, and now we lose another good one in Nathan. So it makes you a little bit more thin, but we can't feel sorry for ourselves. Have to turn around and find a way to get a result.
Jim, you look at Nathan Harrio's versatility. He plays right back, left back, center back. Losing him is pretty big impact on your team. The MLS roster freeze is until September 13th, where you guys can still sign free agents. Could you see you guys exploring that option?
Yeah, of course. We'll always look to add pieces now. There's still good players that are without teams right now, so we'll have to see first how serious Nathan's injury is. Hopefully it's not serious and he can be part of the team, but anytime a guy goes out in the 20th minute or so, it's going to be something pretty serious. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, certainly we'll always look to explore to add pieces to the team as we go into the final 8 games now.
We'll take 3 more. We'll go JD back.
With 3 tough road games, not just Red Bull, and then the FIFA break, and NYC and Miami as well, what does success look like now for a tough road trip?
Yeah, our goal is still going to be to get in the playoffs. That has to be our goal. As hard as it seems, we're still, whether it's right or wrong, we're still only a point out of it. So again, we're not that far off. We have to fight our way back into contention. Do we have a hard schedule? Of course we do, but it's not an impossible task for us to go on a 3-game win streak. I agree with you. I know the schedule too. It's very difficult. Sometimes that's why, back to Matt's point, this one hurts because the schedule breaks in a way where we get a little bit, we're tired too, but we got Columbus a little bit shorthanded and we didn't take advantage of it. They're still really good though. So we missed an opportunity. We'll have to make up points now on the road, which isn't impossible, but it certainly is harder.
Hi, Jim.
Hi.
How's the development of Olwethu Makanya as a player? And with Damian gone, is he someone that we are going to see more minutes from?
Yeah, he's done a good job playing with Union too. As I said in the midweek press conference, it's still a big jump when he trains with the first team. I think he has some good days and has some days where he learns. But he's a talented young player that we believe in. And with some of the absences now and injuries, he's going to get an opportunity, I'm sure, at some point this year. And like all good players, hopefully he steps up and takes his chance. So a real talented young kid that has a high potential, and will get an opportunity as he keeps working harder and harder.
Jim, also in terms of defensive depth, Frankie Westfield's a guy who's had a couple of nights with the first team on the bench and so on. I think he might have hit the winning.
He did, him and Kevin. Yeah.
Call-ups, where's he if you need a body in all this?
Yeah, Kevin and Frankie would have been part of some of the more Leagues Cup stuff, but I found out that they're, like you said, it changes their roster position, and it gets into things that are above my pay grade. So, and the league, the way that the rules are set up, that's just how it is. So, for whatever reason, we can't call them in right now, but hopefully that changes in the recent games, soon games. It's a big step. Yeah, sure. It's a lot harder to play against Bernardeschi and Insigne than it is in Union 2 games. I think everybody understands the jump is big, but he's worked hard and he's done a good job in training with us. For every young player, whenever they get their chance, some rise, and that's the only way we'll learn. And again, he's done a great job with the second team. Done a good job training with the first team. A good young defender that we believe in. But right now, because of those rules, he's not part of the group tonight.
Can't be for tonight, or can't be for the League's Cup for those two?
Both. Yeah.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.